Guaranteed price prepaid contract, that's what we do. There's a guaranteed and a non-guaranteed. Here's a picture of a hearse. Honorarium, clergy honorarium. Sometimes some churches expect the families to give the pastor some money or whoever officiates that. That's the honorarium. We already talked about what immediate burial is, indigent, nobody has any money. Internment, inurnment, irrevocable agreement. So for Medicare folks, this is what's, those of you that sell Medicare, pay close attention to this. So let's say somebody's on Alltech and they need to do a spend down, right? You need to tell the people that all your people, if you're working with homes, that you can now, when you get appointed, you can do spend downs. I've done 2 of them in the last month. Okay, Mrs. Jones, she gets $150 a month and she doesn't spend anything, right? So at the end of 12 months, how much money does she have, right? Right. Plus she's got money carry over from last. Now she's got $4,000 in there, right? So with the irrevocable agreement, you can write a funeral plan, irrevocably assign it to the funeral home, and Mrs. Jones gets to stay in the home because it's a funeral plan. It's not a life insurance policy, even though it's funded. The life insurance policy is what funds the arrangements, okay? But it's not a conventional life insurance policy where the state can get it, okay? Make sense? Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. If I'm not right, make sure you let me know. Okay, memorial book, memorial cars, memorial package, memorial service. Military funeral honors, that's the gun salute, the flag, plain taps. If they've retired, spent 20 years in any of the military services, they get 21 gun salute. If they're like me, they were in for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 and got out, then they get 9 shots. But you don't even have to worry about that. I'm just telling you. Mortuary, everybody knows a mortuary is there, but organ donation down at the bottom. I would suggest that you write this down, please, that you subscribe and get on a Science Care body donation. It's not a commitment and it's free.
Science Care will fix people, but if they lose too much weight or gain too much weight, they'll refuse them.
Right, that's the reason I want you to get their paperwork. Sign up and get their paperwork because they're going to send you a sheet. I carry it in my notebook. Mr. and Mrs. Jones said we're going to donate our bodies to science. Great. You know what? That helps a lot of people. You're going to get a sheet, and in the bottom half it's going to say important. Body donation is conditional upon medical acceptability at the time of death.
Right.
Having an alternate plan is advisable. Guess what we're there for? We're the plan B. Okay? Because what happens if Mr. Jones changes his mind and he dies? Now the family's got to, because it goes into a life insurance policy, plan B, it works like this. If they decide to pay it up 100% or over time, whatever, however they want to do it, and let's say they do 3 pay and he dies 5 years down the road and the body is accepted, they get all their money back because it's in a life insurance policy. Right? Tax-free and creditor protected. Okay, and I've gotten a call one time, Mrs. Smith, her name was Smith, says George died. George changed his mind. He didn't want to donate his body. We're so glad you met with us that you had the pre-arrangement in place for his cremation. Because the family wanted to say goodbye. It's about giving them options.